Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I posted a video, and today I have something a little different than what I normally would have on my channel. I'm going to do a review of this tool bag that I got from Southern Technical College, where I am currently taking an HVACR course. Basically, that's heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration course. It's going to be 10 months long. I'm going through the VA using my post 9/11 GI Bill benefits to take the course. And as part of the course, I get a tool bag with some basic tools that I'm going to need in the field once I graduate from the school. And I'm hoping to go work for the VA hospital in downtown Tampa in the maintenance department, and having my certification and my EPA license will help me better do my job there, and it should help to get paid more as well. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and lay out all the tools and go through them one by one and let you know what I think or what my opinion is on the quality of the tool. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, this tool bag is pretty nice. It at last count, I think it had over 27, 28 pockets. On the outside, there's some on the side over here, on this side over here, and also on this side as well. And then of course on the inside, it has multiple pockets that go all the way around. Alright, so first out, we got a set of nice, they call these mechanics gloves, but so in AC work, anytime you're connecting or disconnecting the gauge hoses, you want to be wearing gloves because you have potential for frostbite, and you don't want that to ruin your day. Okay, so let me move this just a little bit from the edge of the table. And so there you are. Next we have this little mini tube cutter, and if you guys have seen them, plumbers use them all the time for cutting small soft and small rigid copper lines. And this one is made by Yellow Jacket, which is a good brand name in the HVAC field. Okay. Also, it comes with this really nice little flashlight, LED, of course. It comes with 4 batteries that are somewhere in there, but so like I said, for being out in the field, for sometimes, just trying to look in dark places that you may need to look into. Next up is this, let's see, this is the, I believe, oh yeah, so this is the, this one is made by UEI Test Instruments. Alright, this is the multi-function multimeter, voltmeter, amp meter, because there's your clamp right there for the amp meter on this side, like that. Clamp it right there. You can clamp it on a single conductor. You can read your amps, and this will also, it has like I said, multiple functions. You can do capacitance, resistance. Let me see. Oh, and also it can do temperature. It has a temperature probe. These are your regular leads right here, and this is for your temperature probe right there. This lead right here goes with that. And like I said, you got your instructions, little owner's manual right there. Nice carrying case to go with it. Alright. Everything came all nice and bubble wrapped as well. Next we have a pair of needle nose right there. And Next we have a pocket telescoping inspection mirror right there. And you guys can see that. Okay. Very nice. Put that right there on the side. And we get, let me see. We get 3 screwdrivers, and these are Klein. These screwdrivers are Klein. Klein is also a good brand. I mean, you got many different kinds out there. Obviously, you got, you know, Craftsman and everybody else, right? But this is a star or cross tip, flat tip right there, which is typical for AC work. And then this one here, this is your 6-in-1 Stanley, another good brand name right there. Not sponsored either by either Klein or Stanley, but this is your 6-in-1 right there, which, for those who don't know, when you take the fitting out on this end, it's a 1/4 inch drive, and when you take the bigger one, it's a 5/16 drive on the other side, nut driver, if you will. Next, we have a UEI digital thermometer right there as well. This one I think has, yeah, this one you can use for taking temperature ductwork, especially the soft ones. You can poke it right in there, get your temperature there, and also you can, you know, for evaporator, condenser, you can put it right in there inside the fins because it has a point right there. You can just slide it in there. Yep, thermometer. It's obviously it's digital. It goes from -58 degrees to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so that's that. And also we have 2 crescent wrenches. You have what looks like a, let's see, let me get a tape measure real quick and I'll let you know. So the smaller crescent wrench is 8-inch and a 10-inch. Okay. So this one's an 8-inch, that one's a 10-inch right there. All right. We also get a pair of channel locks. There you go, right there. And that is, it's a good size. That's about like the large size. It's a 10-inch, made by Channel Lock, made in USA. That's always good. Made in USA. You got to go with that, boy. You got to support our guys. You know what I'm saying? People who work in the industry. All right. Next in our goodie bag, we get a pair of, also from Klein, a pair of wire strippers and crimpers. Okay, do all your stripping here on this end, do all your crimping there on that end. And this one actually tells you what the wire gauge size is for where the crimp is going to be right there. And this one you can also do machine screws right here in the center. It actually threads on there, and then you cut it, it gives you a nice clean cut. There's no, you know, jagged edges or anything like that. So, pair of wire strippers. Of course, you get a pair of safety goggles, which you should always use. This is what I call a line wrench right here. This little guy, it's ratcheting. When you flip it over, it goes in opposite directions. This is for opening your the valves at the compressor, also for your oxygen and acetylene tank. Sometimes they have the square nut on the top to open the valves. You use this guy right there. We also get a pressure temperature chart right there, as you can see. Let's see if you guys can see that. Yep, cylinder identification, pressure temperature chart, and This will also help you to identify what refrigerants by the color code. In the air conditioning field, a lot of the refrigerants come in tanks that are color coded, so that you can't mix it up, so that you know exactly what refrigerant. Oh, it can also help you to find out what refrigerant it is that you may have in the system. Okay, here's the batteries for the flashlight right here, and this is the larger tube cutter by Imperial, made by Imperial. Let me see if that's made in USA. Dependable under pressure. And this guy's actually pretty cool. It's like I said, it's for cutting up to, let's see, 1 1/8 inch copper lines. Okay, has the deburr feature right here in the back. This is like a little rasp or file. The edges right here of this like spear looking thing is for the inside of the pipe. Okay, and let me see. Yeah, so this one here's got a nice little cutting wheel right there, and Imperial, I guess, let me see, it normally would say where it's made from, but not so much. This one you can tell by the type of metal that it was probably made in China. And last but not least, we get a set of gauges. And these, I believe, are made by Yellow Jacket, which is one of the nice or better brands. Hold on a second. Okay. Of course, it came in 2 pieces. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. So here we go. Comes with little instructions, or owner's manual, if you will, right there. And here's your manifold right there. Okay, this is your low pressure side, and this is the high pressure side. And on the low side, you can also pull vacuum, because at the bottom of the gauge, it goes from 0 to 30 mercury Hg. And then right here on the outside is your pressures. Now this here is good for R22, R410A, and R404A. Okay, so you can use these for those 3 different types of refrigerants. And this line set right here is also awesome because it has these little valves on the edge, on the end of the line. Okay, this is your low, this is your high. Low is blue, high is red, and yellow is your service hose. Okay, so when you have this hooked up to the system, and you're done, you're finished, you turn off these little valves, and then when you disconnect this from the system, you're only going to lose just a tiny bit. Unlike the other ones from the past where there was no valve here on the end, so you had all refrigerant all the way up and down this line. So when you were disconnecting, you actually had to use the process of shutting these valves off first, and then opening the, the high side, and leaving the service one open, so that you can go ahead and bring down or get rid of the refrigerant that's left in the high side, because the high side most likely has liquid refrigerant in it. So you wanted to bring it down to the low side pressure, so that at least you're putting back some of the refrigerant back in the system. Okay, but now with these lines that have the valves right there, you can, like I said, shut it off right here. This can disconnect it, and this refrigerant would always be in the line, but you can also take that and go and put it back into your through your recovery machine. You can put it right back in your tank. if you have another tank that you use to when you recover refrigerant. As long as it's the same refrigerant, you're good to go. Okay, so if you're going to use a tank, you got to use the same refrigerant all the time. You can take out of the same tank, the recovery tank, yeah, you can put back in. All right. So here you go, guys. Like I said, this is my handy dandy toolkit that I got from attending my HVACR course at Southern Technical College, right here in my hometown. It's about 5 minutes from where I live. I take evening classes, 6 to 10, and I should be graduating next July. But like I said, this is not a bad beginner's basic HVAC tool set to start off with. Altogether, I would say probably you're looking at about $500 worth of tools. Maybe a little more, depends, you know. Like I said, this gauge set alone right here usually goes for about 150 bucks. This little guy probably is like 75, you know, 75 bucks because of all the things they can do. And but yeah, so this is awesome. Like I said, plus, you know, I get like I get 2 shirts to go to school with. You know, you get a nice shirt, you get a t-shirt, school name and everything. But so thanks for watching, guys. As always, please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Always remember to hit the notification button or the bell button, and so that you can get notifications of when I upload new videos. Alright, guys? Well, like I was saying, this bag has a bunch of pockets inside, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up all my tools in there so I can take it to school. So when we start working on the actual the condenser evaporator, and we can also use our own tools. Alright, guys, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.